Hello and welcome to this new yoga session. This is exactly what you need to start your new year. So stay tuned for the entire practice and get ready on your mat to start with this hip opening, heart opening and deep breathing yoga practice to start into 2023. Okay, you're starting off by having a seat on your yoga mat with your bent knee like this. This is called Vajrasana. You're sitting as comfortable as possible. If you're finding it hard to sit with your bent knee like this, you can use a cushion in between your legs under your hips so you have some space. That way you don't have so much pressure at your calf muscle. But don't worry, we're not going to stay here too long. So starting off here with your open chest, having your chin slightly up and gently eyes are closed and getting ready for your journey through your breath, with your breath. Breathing in and breathing out deep, have a smile from the corner of your lips and the corner of your eyes. Inhale and exhale deep. Throughout your practice, you're going to breathe in and out with your nose. So having this deep inhalation and deep exhalation, so you can observe the sound of your own breath. You can observe the feeling of expansion and contraction, breathing in and breathing out deep. Scan through your body, noticing your shoulders are relaxed, noticing your posture is straight, your heart center, your chest is open. As you are getting in tune with your body through your breath, gently here, you start to create a rotation with your shoulders. With your closed eyes, intuitively imagining you're making big round circle with both your shoulders. They're moving evenly and equally like the mirror. Inhaling and exhaling deep. As you're doing so, notice how you're breathing. You're breathing freely, deeply and calmly and making this big round circle. In case you're finding it hard to make a rotation with your shoulders, you can use your fingertips. They go on top of the shoulder and imagine you're making this big round circle with your elbows. So this way, you're activating your shoulders, your upper body, your torso becoming ready for your yoga practice. And this way you are releasing the tension from your shoulders, so your neck also start to feel nice, smooth, and mobility. So once you're ready, opposite side the same way. Breathing in, breathing out deep. We will count to 5. That should be 2 already. 3. Having this big round circle. 4. 5. Gently, you're bringing the hands down and taking your time to open your eyes and relax. As you stay here still, you interlock your fingers, lift up your hands, breathe in deep, breathe out deep, as like you're trying to look right in front of you. Stay there. Imagine you're pulled up by a string upward and breathing in and out deep. 2, 3, and breathing just with your nose. 4, 5. Taking your time, slowly bring the hands down. As you're going down with your hands, you try to bring your palms in the back. Make sure that you're not staying on your fingers. You're trying to bring your palm fully on the floor. As you do so, you try to rise with your hip. Try to rise up, and your head going back. If you're finding it's too hard, just stay with your hips down. Just open your chest and let your head fall back and trying to look in the center of the eyebrows. Breathing in and breathing out deep. 2, 3. Make sure your breathing is calm and relaxed and you constantly want to push your hips upward. 4, 5. Inhale deep, slowly. First your head is going to come back. Gently bring the hips down. Exhale here and relax. As you're doing so, same in the front. Opening up your knees wide as you possibly can. So this is very good for your hips and that's what we are going to start with. Stretch out your hands. Bring your hands as far out as possible and gently bring your chin on the floor. If you're not able to reach down with your chin, have your forehead down and breathe deep. When you're breathing deep, notice your lower back. And notice your deep breathing, imagining as like you're breathing deep down to your lower belly. 4, 5. Wonderful. So taking your time, coming back in the center, that feels so good already. Just being with your breath, just having a connection with your body, that already start to empower you and the body start to warm up as well. So now moving forward from here, we are coming in the center and doing a hip opening asana. So these are the series of 3 postures what we are going to practice here. First one, both your knees are together fully, and then bring both your elbows together. Rise up your hands, make a shape like a cup with your palms, and hold your face. As you're holding your face, eyes are looking at the tip of your nose. And breathing in, breathing out deep here. As you're doing so, imagine that your back is like a hanging bridge, just hanging and breathing deep here. 3, 4, 5. Inhale deep, slowly bring the hands down. As your hands are going down, palms are pressing on your mat, have a little bit more space between your elbows, and then gently you're trying to open your knees as wide as possible, wider than your mat, going as wide as possible, wide as possible, wide as possible, and let your shoulder help you to stay above your mat. Stay here, breathing deep for count of 5, and notice how your hips are stretching nicely, how your lower back feels. This is great for your tailbone, for your sacral bone and your back muscles. Breathing in, breathing out deep. Eyes are trying to look between your thumbs. 3, 4. Notice how you're breathing using just with your nose. 5. Take a deep inhalation. Holding this breath, and gently you're coming back in the center. Exhale fully. Now from here, elbows up, staying on your palms down. Your hands are as wide open as your shoulders. Open your knees wide as your mat. Take a deep breath in, drop the hips down, and let yourself hang on your shoulder, but you're not just hanging and lingering down, you're just active shoulders are used. Open your chest. Breathing deep, allow your hips to drop, deep breathing in and out. Make sure that your shoulder blades are pressing into your back and your heart center is open. 2, 3, 4, 5. Take a deep inhalation here and coming back in the center. Exhale. Now your knees right underneath your hips and your palms right underneath your shoulders. As you're staying here stable, now we're going to start with one of the most important and the easiest asana in the cat and cow pose. And this is what we're going to do with the breathing. So how to do it with the breath is like that. When you inhale, you're expanding, you're rising up with the head and your hips, and notice how the back stretch down like a hanging bridge. When you exhale, your head going down, your chin want to touch your chest, your hips are moving in, squeezing and making a bump on the back. Inhale, rising up. Exhale down. Inhale fully up. And let your shoulders squeeze in. Exhale, let your shoulder expand out, head down, push inward the hip. Notice a hump on the back. Inhale, rising up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale fully down. And get in tune with your breath and with this nice momentum that you're creating with your spine. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Second last time. Inhale up. Exhale fully down. Last one when you're ready. Inhale up. Exhale. Last one when you're ready. and coming back in the center. Inhale and relax. It feels very, very good. Your full back, your shoulders, your hips nicely warmed up. So we are taking advantage of it. So how to take advantage of it? You open your knees a little bit wider than your hips. Bring your right palm right in front of your chest, right in the center of your chest, and your left hand going up. And looking up at your left hand thumb and breathing deep. Make sure you're not hanging on the shoulder. You are pushing the body away from the shoulder. And breathing in and out deep. 2, 3. Notice the nice stretch on your low back. 4, 5. Take a deep inhalation here. Holding this breath, slowly going down. Exhale. Now same, your left palm right in the center of your chest and your right hand up, looking at your thumb, breathing deep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale deep, please go down slowly. Exhale. As you're coming back here, Ardha Sarpasana, in that it's so simple that you are bringing your arm from the elbow to the palm, fully down in front of your chest, and your left hand going up. And looking up at your thumb and breathing deep at the same time. 1. It will be challenging, but it feels so great. 2, 3, and notice how you're breathing. 4, 5. Inhale deep, slowly coming back in the center. Exhale. Same, opposite side. Inhale deep, bring your right hand up, looking at your thumb. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, slowly coming back in the center. Exhale. As you're coming back in the center, now we are ready for Purna Sarpasana. So how to do this? It's very simple. And if you are doing it the first time, don't worry about the technique. Just you try as much as you can, and slowly when you do the practice once again, you will find that you automatically get better into that. How to do this? Take a deep inhalation, bring your right hand through and bring the side of your head on the floor, your shoulder on the ground, and your left hand going up and looking up at your thumb. This feels so great on the back. Wow. Deep breathing here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale deep. Your left palm is pressing down, rising up slowly. Now same, we are going to do opposite side. Take a deep inhalation. Exhale, sliding out. And your right hand up, looking at your thumb. Breathe deep. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last one. 5. Inhale. Please come back in the center. Exhale. Here we are completing with the series of Sarpasana. So now as you're ready here in the center, bring both your arms down once again. Palms are pressing and your fingertips as well. And keep the hips right on top of your knees. Inhale deep and bring your nose as close as possible to the mat. And resist with your shoulders and breathing deep at the same time. 1, 2. This full deep inhale and exhale. 3, 4, 5. Inhale deep. Please come back in the center. As you are coming back here in the center, gently, we are taking the time to sit down. How to sit down? That we're trying to sit down with the crossed legs. So slowly and gently going on your hips and sitting here. As you're sitting down on your hips, both feet are together, away from the hip. Interlock your fingers underneath. Take a deep inhalation, open your chest. Exhale, roll your back and try to bring your forehead as close as possible to your toes. Shoulders are relaxed. Notice how deep you can breathe here. 1. Staying here for count of 8. 2, 3, 4. Allow your hips to total relax. Let the gravity work on your knees so your hips stretch nicely, and you keep on going down. Your forehead want to reach to your toes. That must be 7, 8. When you're ready, slowly rising up with your head. Gently you're coming back in the center, and that feels great, isn't it? Now, as you're staying here in the butterfly pose, you just very simply, you're bringing your knees as down as you possibly can and up as you can in a rhythm. So finding yourself a rhythm and staying there, breathing deep. Make sure your spine is straight. You're not just bending, hunching, and just active, and enjoy just going up and down with your knee and breathing deep. Imagine you're breathing deep down to your lower belly space. 3, 4, 5. We will do it for a count of 10. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. You have done really well. As you're staying here, inhale deep, open your legs wide like this V shape. Heels are pressing, knees are pressing down as well. So here, there are 2 ways to do this. 1, you're bringing your palms forward and sliding them out. Your fingers are crawling forward like a spider. If you can, going as down as possible. And if you're finding it's too hard for you, just slide your hand on your shin muscle. Make sure your shoulders are not tight. Relax as possible. Bring your head down. Heels are pressing, and try to keep your knees straight, going as down as possible. And breathe deep. Let the gravity work through you, and breathing deep down to your pelvic area, to your lower belly space, just expanding and contracting that space. Or at least imagine you're breathing deep down to your lower belly. 3, 4, 5. When you're ready, slowly coming back in the center. Exhale. Once again, your feet are together. And the butterfly once again for a count of 10. So let's get it started. As you're doing so, I tell you a small story that how when I teach my son and we are doing a butterfly like this, he is so competitive. My God, as soon we start with the butterfly, he always say, "Oh, Daddy, I can fly faster than you." So he just go dibby down. I'm not asking you to do fast, just doing it mindfully, but having this playful attitude. And relax with your hips. Pay attention to your pelvic muscle and relax that space as well. You'll find you will increase the mobility on your hips massively. This is incredibly beneficial for you as a beginner. If you are a pregnant mother, this is incredibly beneficial for you. And if you are a new mother with a newborn baby, then this is very good for you as well, to regain the strength at your pelvic and start to stimulate your core as well. So it's for everyone. Deep breathing in and deep breathing out. Now, once you're done here, slowly you are letting go, and here we are lying down, and we are going to finish our practice with very playful and simple asana, which might challenge you, but you are gonna love it. Let's do it. So first, you make sure when you're lying down, you're going very slow down, so your head is coming in the end, and softly land on the back of your head. As you do so, here, you bend your knee and hold your knee as close as possible to your chest. So if you are a pregnant mother, have a space for the belly. Open your knees slightly wider so you are comfortable. Take a deep inhalation here and try to rise up your head as like you're trying to look at your navel. Or if your knees are together, then you want to rise as close as possible so your nose wants to reach between your knees, and breathing deep here.
Having this deep inhale, exhale, make sure your shoulders are not tight, they are at ease, relaxed as possible. With every exhalation, squeezing a little bit more. 2, 3, 4, 5. Take your time, inhale,
And slowly head down, exhale. Your knees will stay bent, and now slowly you open your knees and keep your feet up and try to reach your feet from the side. So keep your knees slightly bent, your hips are stretched, and you're holding your feet. Now, as you do so, your lower back automatically start to rise up. But the idea here is you want to bring your low back on the floor. So that's what we are going to try here. Elbows slightly bent and try to roll your lower back and breathing deep here. Having this deep breathing in and out, noticing the stretch on the hips. 1, noticing the stretch on your shoulders as well. And your back feels so relaxed and soothing. Noticing how the hips stretching nicely here. If you want, you can have your eyes closed and breathing deep here for a count of 10, 2, and relax your lower belly as relaxed as possible. And you're trying to bring your sacral bone down on the floor. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now taking your time, both your feet are together and going down slowly. Now you rest here in Shavasana. This is a modified way to stay in Shavasana, that your both feet are together, your knees are pressing down according to the gravity, and you just open your palms away from you as like you fully open, and let your shoulder drop with your closed eyes. Stay here for next about 5 minutes or so, and this is the end of our practice for today. Stay here and let your body totally relax. Let the gravity work through your back, your shoulders, your hips. Notice your low back. Notice your facial muscles. Notice how the gravity working through you effortlessly and powerfully. And notice how the body automatically breathing. Let your body breathe, and you become only the witness of your breath and the pull of the gravity. Stay here for next about 4 minutes before you get on with your day. This is the end of our practice.